Hello everybody, Carrots here. Welcome to Generation 1, Episode 15 of the Perfect Genetics Challenge. Olivia is our founder. She's human, and her traits are dislikes children, flirty, natural cook, easily impressed, virtuoso, and culinary librarian is her lifetime wish, and she has already achieved that lifetime wish at this point. Now Don is another human, and his traits are family-oriented, flirty, natural cook, savvy sculptor and angler, and his lifetime wish is celebrated 5-star chef, and he has barely started his culinary career, so he's got a long way to go before he achieves his lifetime wish. The rules of this challenge are the founder must have a distinctive and unusual hair and eye colour. The founder and their spouse must have babies until they have an heir. The heir must have the exact same hair and eye colour as the founder. The process must last for 10 generations. And the founder and every heir must have the dislikes children trait. Olivia and Don have become married in earlier episodes, and they have started having babies together. So far they've had 3 boys, Gary, James and Owen. Gary is a human toddler and he loves the outdoors and athletic. James is a human toddler and his traits are neurotic and grumpy. And Owen is a human toddler and his traits are absent-minded and heavy sleeper. Now after having 3 boys, I was very keen for her to have a girl. So when she became pregnant in the last episode, she ate watermelon. Now because she ate her watermelon after the chimes indicated she'd become pregnant, and before she knew she was pregnant, there is a high possibility that this pregnancy will result in a baby girl, and she's now just discovered that she's pregnant. So at this point, once she's discovered she's pregnant, you can't do anything to influence whether it's a boy or a girl. And I've got NRAS through progression that pregnancy is random. It defaults to balanced. If it's balanced, you can't use the watermelon or apples trick to choose the gender of the baby. But if it's random, watermelons and apples will work. She takes great care of her 3 little toddlers. Of course, we age them up as soon as they're born, so we can see if she's got an heir or not. And if she doesn't have the heir, which she hasn't had an heir yet, well then she becomes pregnant again. Once she's got her heir, she doesn't need to have any more pregnancies. She might decide to have more, but she doesn't have to have any more. But if she doesn't get an heir until she dies of old age, well then challenge has failed. So in order to avoid the failure of the challenge, we will allow her to be a young again elixir that will make her a young adult again at the beginning of the young adult stage. And Don is going to make that elixir and have it ready just in case. But I've got them set onto a very long lifespan, so it shouldn't be a problem, and I will age them up as their heir ages up when they get an heir, if they haven't already aged up automatically by the game, because I do have aging turned on. It's just that it takes a very long time for them to age up. Now that's Gary in the foreground. It won't be long before he's finished reading his toddler books, and when he's finished reading his toddler books he will be able to be aged up to child. I'm not going to leave them as toddlers for the length of time that I have set, the toddler age span. I just age them up with cake, just the same as I did when they came home from hospital as babies. They were aged up with cake to become toddlers immediately, and so the toddlers will age up to the child stage in the order of their birth as soon as they've finished their basic toddler skills such as peg box, xylophone, walk, talk and potty, plus read all toddler books. I think Gary has done all of his skills except for the toddler books. They can get extra skills by getting into the playpen and learning charisma and logic from the playpen, or in the walker where they can learn handiness. But I'm not going to keep them back to learn those skills. Once they've done their basic toddler skills, that I consider the basic toddler skills, and which the game does as well, because if they get all of the toddler skills done as toddlers, then you're able to choose their traits when they age up to the child. So we can see little Owen over there is learning his xylophone with the assistance of his father, and now James has just gone over to work on his peg box skills. They've both got new skills to learn there. Gary has already done all those skills, so I get them to do their xylophone and peg box after they've learnt some of their walk, talk, potty. But by the time they've done all of those first 5 skills, then I will get them reading their books consistently. And it's easy to know if they've read their book or not, because I just put all 9 books, there's 9 toddler skill books, I put them all on the floor and get a adult or child or teen to click on the book. And if it says read with, well, then at least one of the toddlers still needs to read that book. So Gary has learnt all he can from that book. Now downstairs, Olivia had a wish to grow a forbidden fruit. So she is using the science machine to try to make a forbidden fruit seed. And I can tell you it took her days, but she did do it eventually. And Don is there trying to make the youth elixir. He'll keep doing that until he knows how to make the elixir. And considering the elixir has to possibly be used by up to 10 generations, I'll get him to make several and they can keep them in a cupboard somewhere just in case they're needed by other generations. Because just because Olivia might have an heir quickly doesn't mean that one of the heirs won't have their own heir in time before they age up to elder. So we need a supply of these young again elixirs, and since it takes such a long time to learn how to make the elixir, I thought once Don's learned how to do it, he can make a heap of them and we can keep them for future generations, because this is going to last for 10 generations. Hopefully they won't all need it, and hopefully not many of them will need more than one of them. She's got it. She's got her forbidden fruit seed. So now she can go plant that. I can hear the ghosts in the background. We've got lots of ghosts in this household because of the gnome of the Darned. It's just hiding behind that tree at the moment. That's where she's going to plant her forbidden fruit seed. We'll keep an eye on it to see how it develops. She'll pick it when she is able to, or when it requires picking. But she'll have to tend it carefully because those seeds are very delicate. You've got to pick them straight away or they will die. Now, they're eating birthday cake together, having a little bit of time out together, away from looking after the babies. They get plenty of birthday cake to eat, and there is Don fixing the computer. They did go on a world adventure for their honeymoon, so they've got a few things from Egypt that they've scattered around the house. I don't think they'll probably go on any more adventures. Those sort of things are generally once-in-a-lifetime opportunities for people who are concentrating on having babies. Now, Olivia was a little bit stir-crazy, so she needed to get out, and it's now the winter festival. So she went to the winter festival just to have a look and see she's very pregnant. She's getting close to the time to give birth, but she's going to pick a few wildflowers. She's got this immunity lifetime reward, so the flowers won't give her any allergies. Now she can go off and explore around a little bit while Don's at home taking care of the babies. I've discovered that the game has decided that Don should be the chief baby carer, and as soon as she delivers a new baby, she comes home from hospital and I age it up to toddler and she gets sent off to work, and Don stays home to take care of the babies. And that's what the game does, it's not my decision. So she goes back to the culinary career. It doesn't matter at all whether she advances in the culinary career. She's got her lifetime wish, which is culinary librarian. But Don needs to have lots of experience in the culinary career to be able to advance in his own lifetime wish, which is to get to the level, I think it's level 10 or level 9 or 10, where he becomes a celebrated 5-star chef. So he's got a lot of work to do before he gets his lifetime wish. Of course, once she's had her baby, which is the heir, then there shouldn't be any more toddlers unless Don decides he wants more. I don't think she'll decide she wants more, but she might have an extra 1 or 2 if he wants them. She's playing whack-a-gnome there, getting at her frustrations with having all these toddlers in the house. Here she is, she's back home again. Owen's learning to walk. James is there reading his book, and I suppose Gary is somewhere reading books as well. I know it won't be long before we age Gary up, but I don't think it's in this episode. He's just got a few more books to read. I don't think you have to read all of the skill books to be able to choose their trait when they age up to child, but you do have to read a few of them. That tummy of hers is getting rather large. I thought this was nice, so I kept it in for you. Dip kiss. And then another one. Isn't that cute? Now that was autonomous. I think she might be having more babies when she gets the heir. because he does like having a large family, even if it does delay his culinary career. So Gary's just finished another book, and now Owen is learning how to talk. So Owen's having his talking lesson from his mother. There's the forbidden fruit in the middle of the screen, just down near the bottom there. It's been well weeded, and there it is. See, the forbidden fruit, it's growing. Can't wait. Will she get another forbidden fruit, or will she get a plant sim baby? So there she is. She's gone to hospital to have her baby. So this must be getting close to the end of the episode. As soon as this one is out of the hospital and aged up the toddler, we will finish this episode. So she's got a baby girl. I told you she's going to have a girl. She ate watermelons to get the girl. Let's name her Cindy. And she got random traits, a slob and a couch potato. So that's nice. I was wondering, now she's got a green skin, so she's taking after her father. Olivia has a blue skin, so she's not got Olivia's skin. But she only needs to have Olivia's hair and eyes to be the heir. So let's age her up. We've got the cake ready. And here, it's Cindy's birthday. Birthday Inferno cake. So Mum's not interested. She's not very interested in children anyway. So it looks promising. She's got the hair. Does she have the eyes? Is this our heir? Yes. Cindy is a human toddler with traits slob, couch potato, and she is the heir. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now, and happy simming.